Oh, okay, we're here. You started? You started? Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to sit on the left side so I can actually see the gameplay a little bit better.
If you want to move that Yeti mic.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. We are doing a rebroadcast of the semifinals because we missed it because Valorant was playing. So we are now here to cast. I am Maddox, also known as Rip PvP. I am the legendary bard for our team, and we are no longer centered. There we go. I got it.
You alt tab for me.
Alt tab. I got you.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, it's a little off.
That's a little off. Oh, because it's lock.
Ah.
Look at that. There it goes.
It's moving a whole lot. Moving pixels at a time.
Kind of looks good.
And you relock it? Or oh, okay. I didn't know that's how that worked. The more you know.
Can edit on the fly.
Okay, perfect. I am joined by Marco today. Yep.
Hello.
If you watched week 2 of Smash Bros, you know this duo. It's
Dangerous duo.
Yeah, a beautiful duo, I would say.
Yep.
The most handsome casting duo that we have.
Of course. And definitely it's University of Wisconsin Superior faces out here.
Yep. I don't know if you can see it. It's not shown that well, but I warded this bush right here because I knew they would hide in the bush. I didn't know, but I always ward that bush. It's just kind of habit at this point. Just so if somebody tries to sneak in there to get a little free damage, I can stun him as bard. He has a ranged stun at his Q.
Fair.
Yep. This was an interesting bot lane. I've never seen Rumble support before. It was very impressive early game because he can poke with his, I believe, E. Because he has no mana cost. He just gets to throw one out every, I want to say 6 seconds. It's a really short cooldown. So he was just throwing him out. I was just autoing him. A lot of damage. Well, not a lot of damage, but a lot of fighting. Because we're both supports. We don't do damage. They got the early level up there in the bot lane. So we had to give up a little bit of lane pressure. And I think we missed maybe 2 minions. Yeah, we missed that one. He might have missed that one. I didn't see, but
No, we got it.
yeah, we got it.
Every minion. We didn't miss a single minion. That's why we were so dominant.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know jack about this game, but I will.
Yeah, I'm the resident League player, so I'm gonna try to give you guys a more in-depth analysis of what's going on.
I'm a professional level 21.
Yeah, professional ribbon top player.
Yeah, ribbon top and then Warwick jungle.
Beautiful combination of champions. Yeah, as you can see, he's just trying to focus with those E's. He went into, I think, overdrive there, which is when you use too many abilities, you can no longer use them for a couple of seconds, but your auto damage gets a massive increase. So it's very fun for trades. My phone is gone. Where did my phone go?
I don't know.
This is concerning, actually. Okay, well, no, it's on the bench over. Okay, yeah, it's over. You know where Reese and Kev are playing? It's on that little. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, whoopsie, I lost my phone, fellas. Hopefully that's not a homage of what's to come today. Hopefully I don't lose anything else while I'm playing. He's grabbing that. Anyways, very slow start for our team. Everyone seems to be very healthy except for a little charm going on. Galio there. For those of you who don't know, Ari's E ability is a charm that makes the enemy walk towards you and start auto-attacking for, I want to say, 2 seconds. So it's a very strong CC, very strong engage tool. Yep, this is the first of many of Chris's death this game. I walked over to jungle. I walked up to jungle. I was trying to help them set up the switch. I walked over to jungle to help harass the jungler in the river, and my bot laner got dove immediately upon me leaving. That is something that will happen at least 2 more times during this game.
I love getting dove.
Yep. He just got full engaged. Rumble is very good at doing that, specifically to ADCs. Aphelios has no movement aside from his red Q. So if he gets hit by that E that slows, the one that Rumble was throwing out, he is dead. He is.
Rest in peace.
Yep. Anyways, a little bit of a CS lead in the top lane. Full 9 CS, and these I was surprised by Mingy's performance. This is not our usual top lane setup. They swapped out for our substitute because I actually don't know the reason. I think it's because they chose Malphite, and our main guy chooses a bunch of like Yone and Yasuo, a bunch of like very high AD damage characters, and Malphite tends to build armor, so not a good matchup. Here's another example of me roaming. I think they did not try to get our... Okay, yeah, we have minion wave pushed up a little bit. We have a large minion wave. So they're not willing to trade into our ADC when there's so many minions, because those minions hurt. If you auto a champion, it makes other minions nearby start attacking you. Anyway, little engage from Lucas here. Not a lot of damage, I'm going to be honest. Early game Ahri versus Galio. Galio has passive magic resist, so she's not going to do damage until later. Maybe when she builds a Void Staff or some sort of magic pen, but I don't know the current... It's probably Shadow Flame for the magic pen. I don't know the current Ahri builds. I'm focused on Bard. Bard's my character. I know Bard's build.
The only type of build I've seen from Ahri is the build that you get when you search Ahri guide and
the first page of mobile lytics. That's yep. I know what you're talking about. Anyways, their jungler soloed the drag, which I thought was annoying at the time, but you know it doesn't really amount to much later on, so that's fine. Oh, you can kind of see the objectives down at the bottom. That's kind of a spoiler right here. That's fine. They won't notice. I don't know how to turn that on. A little engage coming down from the jungler. I tried to tank, didn't do a good job at it. I'm a little squishy. The Ezreal Q snuck right around me and blew Chris's head off, which it's fine. And now I collect a chime in my jungle for Bard's passive.
Average support player.
Yep, watch my ADC die.
ADC
Ping him, leave lane.
Yeah.
Start roaming top lane. Beautiful, just two grasp sacking. What was that? He just stood there. It appears Mingy was aura checking his opponent.
Picking Thurdle or whatever his name is against Malphite is actually really smart because...
Picking Ornn? Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to play other like damage top lanes against Malphite.
Ooh, good trade.
It's very tough as a squishy
Yes.
character that deals a lot of damage against like an immovable wall that just pokes you and then heals them. So
Ornn's a very strong pick too because while he's in lane, he can craft items to get more magic resist. Yeah, you never dive in Ahri ult is up far too often to get dove. It's the 3 little dashes that you see right there on her health bar. Every time she pops ult, 3 little dashes. She gets more on kill. She gets 1 more dash back. It's a very strong reset tool.
I know a lot about Ahri. I know a lot about how to feed with her and just die to the enemy mid lane and feed him, and then we lose the game. So
it's a little complicated playing Ahri, but once you get used to it, it's really rewarding. It's really funny watching top laners play. They're just procking grasp on each other 24/7.
Dealing damage, even though both of them can't kill each other.
It never amounts to anything. They just recall and TP back. This support really liked roaming very much. Luckily, I was in the area. I don't think. Yeah, I missed my stun, so I just retreated to go back and help with, I think Void Grubs is the current objective. Yep, missed my ultimate. We don't talk about that. Full engage here from Mingy. I really like that ultimate. We got the flash out of Malphite and his ult, so now he is useless in a team fight. And the support got a little greedy, so he got charmed by Ahri. I stole this kill. Naturally. Yep.
I think when we played together, I think I was Jinx, I don't know, I forgot. But you had like 10 kills and I had 10 assists, I think.
That's how the support role works, no?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure that. I mean, I'm on the esports team here. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah, I think my level 21 knows a lot about me, so you're wrong.
Okay, that's fine. I can concede that. Just sitting in the bush, finally does his recall. I really like that. I like how you can see the moments where he's really thinking about what's going on before he does them.
Yep.
Really enhances the experience.
It's that brain going. Do I recall or do I just brawl it out again? Do I need,
you always brawl it out.
items?
You always brawl it out. I'm a little scared. Yeah, here I was nearby, so it was kind of a bait, but like I was worried that he was going to die because Rumble started going in, and I was far away. Luckily, Bard's Magical Journey, his E ability, allows him to just go where he pleases. Nice little trade here. Doesn't really amount to anything. I think they just both recall. Ezreal's out of mana. Rumble's out of HP. My ADC is also out of HP, but we're a little greedy, so we stay for an extra minion wave. Naturally.
I don't know that much about League, but I think Ezreal is not that great of a champion.
He's pretty good. I think so.
Bad take, but...
Oh, and he got stunned. We dived here, I believe. We did not dive here. Do we dive next wave? I don't know. At some point, someone gets dived.
I think Ezreal doesn't even have enough wave clear and movement to be like a carry mark ADC.
I hate to be that guy, but you are very wrong in that statement.
Are you sure?
Yes, his E is a blink that can get him out of CC if he buffers it. So he can teleport out of hooks if he gets the timing right enough. And his wave clear is really strong because he gets a Q every like 2 seconds that he can just use to snipe minions.
Okay, then I stand corrected.
The Ezreals you play with might be bad at the game.
I just actually hate Ezreal, to be honest.
That's fair. His voice lines are a little annoying.
Yeah, and like sometimes he's like a mage, sometimes he's a auto hero. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Nice little trade here. Beautiful knockup.
Wow.
If he ulted, I think he could have killed him. Like, believe it or not, because the brittle passive from Ornn makes it so that he does % health damage, and it's really strong.
I don't even know what it's going to do.
His ult is the giant ramp that runs towards him, and then he can choose to knock it in another direction. Yep. As you can see there, I threw out a little ultimate trying to predict when the enemy would come over the wall. I failed, and our jungle dies because of it. So, yep. There was all 5 of them, or all 4 of them down there. Our mid lane had a late rotation, so we just kind of had to give up the objective there. I believe I do go back to take that ward. I did, in fact, go back to take that ward. My greed knows no bounds. I think upon, yeah, jungle leaves, and me and Chris decide it's a nice time to fight Ezreal again. And just a little bit of chip, make him nice and weak, so he leaves. Mingy, oh yeah, here we go. Ultimate combo. Yeah, boom. Yep, I'm telling you. I know these matchups. I know these things. I've been around the rift. Okay, I've been passed around.
Passed around like a swift, yeah. I've never seen Malphite lose the lane before, so that's actually kind of surprising. That's why it's like always ban Malphite when I'm going top lane. I just hate that hero. You just like throws mud at you and you keep losing HP and he slows you, and while you're slow he just autos you. And
Malphite built Hollow Radiance first item, and I think Ornn does mixed damage, so it's not actually blocking most of Ornn's damage type.
yeah.
So it's kind of like a weird matchup. Hollow Radiance built by both top laners actually. I think that's really funny. It's because it's one of the best items in the game at the moment. It's very strong for wave clear. I haven't really been talking about what's going on around the rest of the map. Jungle, first item coming out from Jarvan. Both ADCs without their first item, and support missions completed by both supports, so we're getting some progress. It's a very slow game though. 3 kills to 2 is, at least in this league, very slow by 15 minutes. Nice little trade, nothing else. I think Malphite failed his grass proc, which is really nice.
I think if I was playing this game, it would already be 22.
Yeah, 20 deaths.
Yeah,
yep.
20 deaths and we killed 2. So if I was the Ahri, that would be how the game goes. That's how like the game goes around 15 minutes when I play.
Yeah, that is how lower rank tends to be. I mean,
and 15 of those deaths will be mine, and then their middle lane gets fed, and
starts roaming and starts killing other people.
Yep. And then that's how we lose the game, and then somehow just the game ends out of nowhere.
Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of this mid lane matchup, but somehow, some way, Lucas is up 64 CS, which is enough to make me report my mid lane for throwing at that point. Yeah, this is me just messing with the enemy team. I try to delay the inevitable team fight by poking down the enemy support.
Gotcha.
Because I'm a ranged character, so I get the pleasantry of just leaving what I want. We actually do engage here. This fight, I don't know how the Jarvan wall broke, but the Jarvan wall somehow broke. This is kind of chaos on the field, I'm not going to lie. We get one, I think we do lose one. I think it's a 1-for-1 trade. Or we re-engage here, I don't know. We're very low HPs on both sides.
Yeah, Nari does never flash. Just uses flash to get out.
Yeah, and also does not have R, so I would not be surprised if we just walk away. Nice and calm, 1-for-1, nothing wrong there. I believe, yeah, Jungle starts up Rift Herald with the knowledge that we have vision. I recall and then teleport back, so I am now full HP with wards. And our Trundle starts up red, so he now healed because Trundle has a lot of life steal. TP's coming in from the Malphite as well. This is now a chaotic fight again. There's a lot of fights. Our bot lane rotated up, so he starts shoving down or poking down the Galio, gets a kill with his ult, and the rest of the team just walks away, and we take Rift Herald. Which I would not have done. I mean, it's the best to get something where you can, but that team fight would have been a lot different if Ezreal was there. Because Aphelios and Ezreal are very close in power. Ezreal's actually up 3 kills and has his first item. So if he was there, we probably would not have won.
Yeah, counter rotating is very hard, very good thing to do in MOBA games.
Yeah.
I used to play Mobile Legends. Don't laugh at me, but that was pretty good. And counter rotating is really good when you're taking big objectives.
Yeah. Our bot lane rotated mid because we knew that we were going to end up fighting over Herald because we saw them starting on the control ward. And I was up there to begin with for the fight beforehand. And I also had TP because of Unsealed Spellbook, which is a summoner spell that allows you to swap out your summoner spells. So, or not a summoner spell, a rune page that allows you to swap out your summoner spells.
That is disgusting.
It is really good right now. It's the meta for most supports. First item completed for both supports. I don't know when that happened. Must have missed it. And our ADC, Aphelios, also completed his first item. So, yeah, first items across the board. I don't think anyone has 2 items yet. I could be proven wrong. Nope, doesn't appear so. Yeah, but at the current state, we are up 2k gold despite being even in kills. The enemy team seems to be looking to start up drag. They're taking over vision. Unfortunately, I'm kind of the GOAT, and I have wards everywhere. As you can see from the mini-map, there is...
You're the type of player I hate.
Yeah, lots of vision.
You're disgusting, and I hope you know that. And also
yeah, Galio doesn't know. He's sitting on a ward right now.
One interesting thing that even though Galio lost the lane, not really lost, but like...
He did lose. He's down 80 CS.
The Ahri is just double his CS, but even though that, still, like, he's very tanky and doing a lot of impact in team fight.
Yes, his ult is very scary. Speaking of impact, he immediately tries to dive in. That's the play. That's the play right there. Beautiful Bard ult into a stun, plus the Hollow Radiance, not Hollow Radiance, the Redemption damage immediately turns that around. 3-man Bard ult.
That is what happened, but it was cool. Ezreal trying to do something there, but
that was the play that made me want to catch this game. Is they all dive in on our Ahri Trundle, I get a beautiful ultimate, and I turn the fight around.
Yep, it's like the...
and I stole another kill.
Good job.
But I earned that kill, okay? I earned that one. It's
like the Obama meme where Obama gives medal to another Obama.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what Magic's all about.
Hey, when you do a good Bard play, I have to call it out.
Yeah, fair.
There's only so much limelight that support players get, so when it does occur, I'm surprised he didn't E in there. I'm expecting Mingy to always just be full aggro. Yeah, like this. E? No, he does not re-engage.
That's a good trade.
Yeah,
He's been getting a lot of good trades.
That's the brutal damage I was telling you about. he just smacks him and does percent health. Plus he also has, what is it, Grasp? Yeah, Grasp of the... No, is it Grasp of the Day? I don't know. He has a rune that makes also... It does percent health damage again. Anyway, scary fight here, but I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I got a little stun off, you got a little knockup. We just turn it around. Full... You see that stun too? The stun on the Rumble too. And I stopped the tower so we can dive. My bard's kind of nasty. My bard's kind of nasty. And I didn't steal a kill.
Yeah, and they were doing a little stupid thing, diving the XP, I mean, top laner.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
He's super fed and he's like big. Like,
he is pretty big.
Yeah. No matter if you like hit him for 10 years, he's not gonna die. Like, why would you dive him?
I agree. I mean, Ari is literally sidelining solo and not getting punished for it, so...
Yeah.
Otacon is up. Otacon's a very strong objective right now. I think it's getting removed next season because of how impactful it is. If you win Otacon, the chance of you winning the game, I think I saw a statistic, goes up by 38%, which is the most for any objective in the game. First Blood is not as effective at winning games as Otacon. Chris gets caught out right here. Just explodes.
Yeah, that's what they should do.
That's exactly what they should be doing.
Losing out so much, they should be just not giving vision and then looking at the map and seeing if they're overextend or like if the squishy heroes are just out of place, they just dive them and kill them and that's how they come back.
Yeah, luckily they didn't realize that, so, so that wasn't an issue past that point.
Maybe I should have joined the other team, but
yeah, maybe you should be their coach, man.
Yeah,
they clearly need some strategy.
Yeah.
Anyways, they realize we're doing Otacon far too late. We get... I can't check the pedal count, it appears. I would love to be able to check that, but... Because then I can know exactly how much gold value we got from Otacon.
I forgot what getting that does.
It gives you pedals that give you adaptive force, which is just flat damage. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What objective do you realize? I forgot.
That was old Otacon, they removed that. Yeah. There used to be 2 forms for Otacon. One if there was a bunch of kills early game, and one if there was not a bunch of kills early game. But they decided a free revive is disgustingly strong, so they got rid of it.
But it sometimes, like in my LoL rank matches, it was like it didn't really help. Like whenever war starts, we just lose, and when we lost, and they were just pushing top. My teammates were like, let's take this, and we took it. And then we went to war.
And they all just died right immediately.
Yep.
Just got nothing else.
And we got team wiped, and like the revive respawned us, and they killed us again. So they got 10 kills.
Yeah, beautiful.
So it's just very good.
Anyways, we are prepping for drag. I think it's up in. There's no timer. I want to say 20 seconds. That's my professional random guess because I don't see any timers. I'm just saying that because everyone seems to be down here and I'm getting vision. That usually doesn't happen for at least like a minute before it starts. Here you can see me trolling again. I'm just poking at the enemy because I have a lot of movement speed. And I don't think I'm going to get punished. So that's usually what I do. If you see me just dancing around attacking the enemy, it's usually just because I'm confident I won't get killed. Which, you know, might be hubris on my part, but it's also kind of fun. Yep, another one. I just stun him real quick. And Lucas attempts an engage, but misses the stun or the charm on the Rumble, so we don't go in. Yeah, I just stun another person. All good fun. We get another stun. In this one, I think we actually do engage on. 4-person knockup from Mingy is crazy. Those 2 people get stunned from Bard Q, and Galio goes in. Gets a 4-man taunt. Amounts to nothing. Ezreal gets stunned by a stray Bard Q. I go in, just stand there, it seems. I was preparing for the tower dive, but that didn't actually happen, so... Because if anyone's going to tank the tower and die, I prefer it's me over the damage dealers. So,
what a good support.
Yeah.
And that your ult, just creating portals?
No, my E is creating portals. My ultimate ability is the stasis. That just
Zonia.
Yeah, it turns into Zonia, so they can't do anything. That was the Zonias that you saw earlier in the game.
Yeah,
where 3 people just got
about that,
stasis, and they had to sit there realizing they could not kill my jungler.
Yep.
Anyways, Baron Nashor's up. Rumble's trying to 1v1 our mid laner. Actually does a good amount of damage per E. Rumble damage is scary. His E on top of slowing also reduces magic resistance. It's a very strong ability. It's basically his entire lane trading option. He just throws out E's because they slow and reduce magic resist, and he goes in with his flamethrower trying to poke him down. But luckily, support Rumble, not a lot of damage. I mean, you really need those extra items to make it feel impactful, and he does not have them.
The only experience I've had with Rumble is in TFT. He's a 5-star hero. He was a 5-star hero in TFT.
Here, we see our mid laner getting gold. We get a little re-engage. I get a 2-man stun, but I also somehow stasis the Arya. Nope, he used Zonius. He preempted. I thought I threw that fight. That was all him. I'm so happy to see that in retrospect. Anyways, armor gets reduced by Trundle ult, and now Trundle has increased armor, so he is just a giga tank. And we just kind of clean house here. Yeah, just a nice little double kill.
Yeah, I think Trundle is unkillable at this point.
Trundle is in
5-man
fact.
dive him.
Yeah, Trundle has Trinity Force, Dead Man's Plate, Magic Resist Boots, and Bramble Vest. So he has a lot of armor. A lot of armor.
Like Ari winning mid lane and Trundle winning top lane and just single-handedly won this game.
Ornn is the top laner. Trundle is the jungler. He's the guy with the ice blood right here.
Yeah.
He's also a killer. Yep. He also just heals a crazy amount. If you look at the enemy team's items, you're going to see 2 Hollow Radiances from Malphite and Galio, which is a magic resistance item. If you look at our team, you will see 1 character that does magic resistance or magic damage. So,
Ari?
Yeah, it's Ari. I don't know about Ornn's damage, but I can tell you that they should really be building against the 9-3 Aphelios rather than the 1-1 Ari.
Maybe they were taking my advice. Just Google guides and then just stick with that build no matter who's your enemy.
I mean, Malphite has a Thornmail, which is, I want to say, 50 armor, but it's not that useful. I pop a random cleanse because I'm running Unsealed Spellbook, and using summoner spells reduces the cooldown of the other summoner spells. So that's what you just saw. You didn't probably notice, but I noticed.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, we're up 12 kills and a bunch of objectives. That's what's going on. They have 2 towers, we have 4. We are up 10k gold, and we're now up even more because we just took another tower from Baron buff. So I think things are going pretty well for us here, and I'm clearing wards. It's my only job. Clear wards and get good ultimates. That damage is crazy. That was a Q into a Q. Just disgusting. Half health the Galio. Mind you, that guy's a tank. He doesn't have any armor on it. Actually, he has 2 cloths and a component of... Dang. That's...
Galio's getting bursted down.
Yeah.
Gonna have to go back.
That
I don't
is
think
gross
there's
damage.
anything to do that they're doing all lane pressure and they have to split it up to defend.
If you look in the bottom side jungle, you'll see a lot of red icons. That's the numerous amount of wards I placed down in preparation for Dragon.
I hate you.
We have vision just about everywhere, and we're clearing the remainder of their vision. Yeah, we have control right now. They placed a little ward in that bush. Don't worry, I clear it later. It does not go unnoticed. For the time being, though, I didn't see it. I really like that the camera snapped to me just for me to place down another ward. That makes me a little happy.
The one job.
Yeah. Ari, or Lucas, our mid laner, is up 110 CS. The top laners are pretty close in CS, actually. I'm kind of surprised on that. And the ADCs are also pretty close in CS. The real difference is the amount of kills across the board. That's really where we're getting our goal difference. Yep, there's me clearing that ward from earlier. I knew that happens. You want to know how I knew it was there? The enemy tried to attack me. I knew it. That's the reason I knew it.
Red Red
Yeah,
team's
they
turret
did
has
try to
been
take
destroyed.
up space with Rumble rushing in, but they can't really do anything because
Yeah. Anyways, we, because of our vision prio, we now know exactly where the enemy jungler is. I TP back in, and I think I just rotate to the objective. We win the smite fight beautifully. Jarvan just gets bursted down because he has no armor. And I think the rest of their team just follows suit and dies. I ulted the Rumble, so he was in stasis, and that Trundle's chasing him down. I joined the pursuit, and the rest of my team follows, and he dies. I didn't even notice he wasn't there.
yeah, he's been trying at that first 2 towers for like 5 minutes now.
Yeah.
Now he's coming back because the game is almost over. Yeah.
Because he has to, yeah. Unfortunate. We eat that tower alive because Aphelios is 13 kills, 3 items and boots, compared to the Ezreal, who was only 2 items. Actually, their entire team is only 2 items. We died because we're greedy and we wanted the unofficial penta kill for our ADC, which is exactly what happened, unofficial penta. If it was a little closer in time, we would have got the official penta, but we were not that fortunate. And the rest of my team, while I'm trying to end, decided to 22 team fight their teams. Yep, and extends the total time of match by about a minute. So, oh, here's Nestor. Oh, Nestor. You got here just in time. We just finished the first game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. Transition to BRB. And I'll mute while we... Perfect. Welcome back, everyone. Short little intermission. I think 2 minutes elapsed, maybe 3. We had to swap screens real fast to the next game because that.
Is it on the game?
Yep, it's on the game.
Okay. Good.
Yep. New champion Zahen in this game. First time seeing him in our ranked series because he was only made available for picking the day before, I believe. Was it the 3rd? I believe he was no longer banned from the tournament, and I believe this game was played on the 4th. If that was the case. No, he was just new, so they're giving people time to get used to him. Good luck, have fun from me in the chat. Trying to be a nice little wholesome guy. And we throw up a fist bump on the red team. Fair enough.
I like how it still shows anyways. I like how we tell it not to do it, but it still shows it.
The chat.
Minions have
No, yeah, there you go. Don't worry, nothing obscene is said in chat, except for good luck, have fun.
I mean, that is obscene.
Yeah.
How dare you have good sportsmanship?
I try my best.
Yeah.
I do the opposite in game. I have to talk nice, but play dirty, you know? Anyways, warded my same bush, nothing came from it. We're waiting for the wave to walk up so we can actually engage with the game properly. They changed that in the new season. They made it so that there is not a minute-long period before the game actually starts, which I appreciate dearly. Looking at the team comps here, the only character that really scares me is Olaf, because he has CC immunity, and a lot of our team is very squishy if we're not CCing the opponent, except Sion, who is the person that is playing against the Olaf. Nice little trade here. I actually prefer this matchup for Olaf because he has Conqueror and he does a lot of damage early. Because when he throws his axe, if he picks it up, resets the cooldown of the axe. So he can just keep chasing down Sion and bully him.
Yeah,
but
Olaf is a very annoying character to go.
Very annoying character.
He has a lot of attack speed and a lot of damage and sustain, which is crazy. And he can just run and chase you like forever. So.
Yep. Alistar going in with the WQ combo gets immediately denied by my big wall. My Braum E. I think that's the only thing I use there. And we come up positive because Chris also hit them with a little Q action, double auto attack. And Lucian's passive makes it so that he gets empowered autos after an ability.
Wait, does Braum have a shotgun in his too? No?
Huh?
I thought it looked like he just shot a minion.
No, I shot out a Q. He throws out a little ice projectile that does good damage and also slows them and sets his passive on them. At some point, I don't know when, we warded the bush in bot lane, and I think that's the only ward that has been placed by our team so far.
Nice. I mean, who needs wards anyway?
I said so far, I'm looking at the map, I'm not seeing any other wards. Top lane seemed to have warded our jungle, so he will know if our jungler tries to help out Mingy up there. But right now, yeah, it's just League of Legends. There's a 300 gold difference through the sheer mid-gap of CS. I don't know how Nico is down 13 CS, but it seems Lucas has been practicing just that. So that's good. Jungle is looking to invade bot, but we have the ward there, so we know. Play nice and safe, which is good. Don't want to get too greedy, which we're prone to doing, so that is something that we've been working on since the beginning of the season, making sure that we ward that bush specifically so that we know where the jungler is. Here's me trying to harass the jungler, just cause, and my bot lane gets dove because of it, but we counterpicked. We knew that they would be trying to dive on him because of game 1, so we chose a character with a dash, and you can see that immediately pays off. So, good pick from, I believe Chris may have done that himself, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was influenced by our captain. So, good insights on them. I am the captain only in name. Minjun is our true captain. I am just the figurehead. Anyways, we're zoning Samira off of XP, partially because it's the optimal thing to do, partially because we wanted to see if it would make them mad. The mental game is just as important as anything else while playing this game. And I know how infuriating it is to get zoned off XP, so that's part of the reason I did it. It's also just the best play to do in that scenario, so.
Yeah, and we see the enemy jungle.
I engaged here. The reason I engaged was so they would miss cannon minion. That is the actual reason we did it. Yep. And luckily, it works out. Yep, Chris is crazy. I mean, holding barrier for that long is bold. I think we dive here. Yeah, we're going all the way. We got a little double kill action in the bot lane. And as I was saying earlier, Sion versus Olaf, hard matchup, but Mingy is making it work. He's down a little CS, but after coming off that back with a cloth armor, he is now winning trades, which is beautiful. You love to see it. It appears that the mid lane CS gap has increased even more. Jungle is both even. Doesn't surprise me. Nothing happens in jungle until the gangs start going. Oh, the mouse. Okay. Apologies for that. The replay system is... Oh. It'll redirect in a second, yeah. Perfect. Little fight, top lane. Olaf reached level 6. Another axe is not thrown. I would have thrown another one. I'm greedy. I like the damage. Here's me, clearing vision. My only job. I get pushed off the ward. I walk immediately back to the ward. That's all I care about. I make sure to break the ward before continuing the fight because I am that greedy for my ward. Our jungle shows up and it appears we get a little 2 kills. Nico trades one back, kills me, but then our ADC shows up. So now it is 3 versus Nico. Nico runs for her life, gets spotted by the Lucian, gets poked by the Mel, and dies. So we are now 5-1. It's beautiful. Love to see it.
I feel like we're seeing the same thing as the last game in the mid lane.
Yeah, winning in CS and then picking good team fights.
Yep.
That is what Lucas is known for. It's what he does every game, except for one. That went really poorly.
I feel like they're not picking any champions that like
Punish us.
face off against like the mid lane or like fight for lane.
Yeah, no,
They're
they chose a team fighting character, which is Nico, but unfortunately, didn't work out here.
Yeah.
I mean, we're seeing it firsthand. 3 kills to Mel. That is not a champion that you want to be giving kills. She can run away with the game with her high damage.
Very scary, like team fight. Like she can just kill everyone in like 1 second. It's a crazy character.
Late game carry, immune to most abilities because she can reflect them. Very powerful. We get a little engage from the Alistar. Luckily, I'm nearby, so I jumped in. A little bit of scrambling action here. I'm stacking my passive on Samira to stun her. She gets stunned. I smack her in the face. She dies. And we go back to harassing Alistar under tower. I would have charged that longer, personally. I mean, I'm a Scion player, so I understand it, but he's not greedy enough with those Qs. I want more greed. It appears greed is our middle name as we go into tower dive the Alistar. He dies. Wow. So 2 more kills to our ADC. Oh, 1 because I stole 1, but when fights are as messy as they are sometimes, it just happens. I mean, you saw it firsthand. It was a little messy. So I didn't know if Chris was going to survive, so I chose to take that kill. It's a choice I made consciously. So I regret it. Let's see what's happened on the rest of the map. Has any objectives been taken yet? Void Grubs went to the enemy team. Once again, not happy about that early objective. I mean, we're too busy team fighting, it seems, to be worrying about the objectives, but we need to work on getting early prio for those objectives.
Yeah, Dragon is still up.
Yep, Dragon is still up 9 minutes in, which is exactly what I was talking about of no early prio. Alistar gets a little roam in, but luckily, Mel is up 3 kills, Redemption drops, so she gets a little heal. That's all me. That's my job as support. Those ranged heals from Redemption are very strong. So the reason that I think most supports are building it right now, or at least they should. It's also really cheap compared to other items. So speaking of items, I think that is the only completed item on the map. That just goes to show you. Nope, that's incorrect. The Lucian, Chris, has Essence Reaper. Very strong item. He does not have to worry about mana anymore because every time he auto attacks, regain mana. Very nice. It allows you to just stay in lane for long times. Anyways, besides that, Mel has just completed Black Flame Torch, I believe. It's a very strong item as well. Does a lot of damage. I don't know the exact statistics on it. There's a little trade going on in top lane. That's scary. Holy, Alistar gets caught out. Beautiful. I think he was hiding, not knowing that there was a ward underneath his feet. That just goes to show you gotta be careful about vision awareness.
I feel like the enemy team jungle should rotate to top to try to kill Sion, because that's the only place where they have more CS and more like advantage.
I agree with you. However, killing Sion is an oxymoron. Doesn't really happen. He is a tanky man who refuses to go down, and he's nearly impossible to tower dive. As you can see, he just clears the wave before they can do anything. But yeah, I would agree that we haven't really seen Zinzo have any map pressure. Speaking of pressure, nice little engage from the Alistar. Unfortunately, Lucian is very slippery and gets quickly re-engaged on and loses most of his health for it. Which is, yeah, I mean, we just chose good champions into them. I believe I first picked Braum just because he's a comfort character and the matchup happened to work in my favor. So, no complaints there.
Unless the mid lane or jungle rotate to the bottom lane, the bot lane.
Speaking of, jungle rotates in to start a fight, but unfortunately our jungle counter rotates, gets there at the perfect time to stop our mid lane from time, and 2 kills. Chaos happening in the bot lane, another fight. It seems the entire map has gone into a frenzy for blood, which, you know, I'm not going to complain about. That's just a good time on the Rift. And
Samiro can kind of stop the diving.
yeah, it appears in retrospect that Alistar walked up mid lane to try to help the 2v2 that was happening, and that left Samiro diveable from our bot lane. So good job to us for capitalizing on that. Speaking of, it appears we're going in for another dive. My E is completely useless there, and Lucian takes the tower, but we get it anyways because of our extensive gold lead. He is currently 5-0.
Samira should have just went back because he knows he's alone against two and he'll just die anyways.
And we've clearly shown that we are aggressive enough to repetitively die.
After dying 3 times under the tower, you should like start realizing maybe I should back up if I'm alone. Or
first item is completed for the Scion. Almost stops the Alistar W. Doesn't. Very close. If that rip was a second earlier, would have got it. We get a little greedy, which causes Samira to catch us in the act, but luckily, as it is a 2v1, she is too afraid to do anything with that. Mel, being Mel, the broken champion she is, gets one there. Really don't know how. It's just that burst damage, and we are confident enough in Zahan, the new champion, to want to fight this. And that is Zahan. That's the reason this character is disgusting and should be banned. He gets 2 here, I believe.
2v1, no problem.
2v1's no problem. Thanks, power.
What?
That's the revive passive. When Zahan fully stacks his passive, he gets a free revive.
Without giving the enemy gold?
Yep, no gold. Free revive.
That seems OP, but
it's a little strong.
I mean, he's still on the team, so I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. That's the perfect way to look at it. I stole 2 assists by using Redemption, despite doing nothing else. I healed him mid-fight, so that's nice gold into my pocket.
I mean, that's what you do.
Yep, 100 gold for the support. Chris, very confident in his abilities, looks to be trying to 2v1 here. Not giving the enemy the respect they deserve, but I mean, at this point, we're so far ahead that I don't really blame him. He shouldn't be acting like that, though. That's a very dangerous mindset to have. I mean, you never know when one of these games can go completely haywire. But so far, not punished.
And we're all leading in CS.
Yeah.
Except Zion.
This game is kind of a stomp from the red side. Zahen completes Trinity Force and his boots, which is nice. Nice little power bump, probably from that double kill that he scored. Lucian completes Nefori Quick Blades, and Olaf, you can see, not doing a lot of damage to Sion.
Didn't really do anything.
Yep, it's because Sion completed the singular item that gives him armor, so now it is basically kaput for him. Nice little 2v2 starting up here. Olaf Cox is also here to CC. Luckily, the entire rest of our team shows up, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-1 trade, and they're gonna get whatever this is called. So.
This is Rift Herald.
Yeah, Rift Herald.
Yeah. They put a reindeer nose. Yeah. It is the Christmas map, so they gotta get a little festive with it. Throw a Rudolph nose on Rift Herald. Makes him a little more tantalizing to kill. I mean, there's a giant target right there saying, hit me. But yeah, because of that double kill, the enemy team is too afraid to contest us, so we just take that with no problems. I leave the ward for Zahen to kill, and he ignores me, so I kill it anyways.
Arrow the red-nosed reindeer.
And we just got DMCA'd. Dragon is up, so that is probably where most people's sights are going to be on next. Rift Herald has dropped mid lane to take that tower. Lucian hops into it, which is potentially dangerous, but Zahen is here. TP coming down from Sion, so this is a fight we are fully committing to. Sion does not have ult, otherwise I would completely change the fight. Little Nico ult. I had a slip of the tongue there. Anyways, Zahen doing Zahen things, decides to one-shot Zinzao. And Nico died in the meantime. I don't know how, don't know why, but it did.
That's when it died to ADC.
And, yeah, everyone is dead. That is the power of a, at the time, I believe, 14 kill advantage. And we have currently a 10k gold lead, so I want to say there was a 7k gold lead at the time, which is the difference of 2 items. And one of those items being a AD carry item, we do a lot of damage. That is the
CS lead and the kill lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of gross. Fun fact about Zahen, which I only just now thought about because of the Zahen versus Xin Zhao 1v1. Zahen is actually a Darkin that took over Xin Zhao's body. That's a little lore fact for you. That just recently happened. So Xin Zhao is the first character to canonically die on the League of Legends roster.
You are a nerd.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Yep, somehow, I mean, this completely changes the game, because now we can have dead characters as champions in League of Legends. I mean, maybe they're going to say he's not actually dead, he's just possessed right now, which, you know, more power to them. They can do whatever they want, but at this, oh, and the enemy support has left. 17 minutes into the game. Just probably, yeah, two minutes after the forfeit vote can be thrown up. Which is, interesting. I'm not going to comment anything else on that because it's not my place, but as a fellow competitor, it's kind of cringe. Looking at the current state of the map, I don't really know what's going on. I think we're just trying to push our leads, push out a couple waves, take some more towers. We now have the player advantage, but we're not aware of it, so what we really should be doing is trying to end. Me and Chris set up in a bush looking for a fight.
Yeah, I mean,
and a fight is what we find immediately. Chris exits the bush early, which scares me. I think Nico might get away, but luckily we do so much damage, she explodes. So, anyways, continuation of the fight. Xin Zhao walks up, gets immediately knocked up by my Grommel, pops his ultimate to get away. Mingy gets crazy with it, and Sion ults in, and is now chasing the man into his own base. I show up because I think he might need support, because I mean, it was a bold play regardless, but luckily we can just walk away unscathed, so... Yeah, a little greedy on our behalf. We get one kill, chased another, and wasted 2 ults, but... I mean, we're up a player, so I mean, at this point, we don't know it, but we basically already won. Especially, I mean, there's a... if you look at the top, there's a, I think, 18 kill differential. A 11.2k difference, and we have Otacon, so the exact gold difference is probably closer to 14k, depending on the amount of flowers we have. I don't know that number because I can't check it, but...
All that is trying to start playing without flying by Mel, and he had to recall because he got seen vision and Mel was there, so the enemy could have dived him at any point, and he had to recall there.
If you look at the top left, the bounty system states that any objective that they do will give them 1,000 gold, with the exception of a tower, which gives them 500 gold for a tier 1 or 800 for a tier 2. This is additional gold, and it is my least favorite mechanic in the game. Wait, okay, apparently I was wrong. We hadn't taken Otacon yet. My apologies. This game was so hectic that I thought it was later into the game. We were taking Otacon now. So this will put us roughly another 4k gold worth of stats ahead, depending on the amount of flowers. I don't know how many flowers we got from it, but it was a couple. Truthfully, I don't know how we didn't notice that the enemy support was gone. You know, it feels like in hindsight that's something that you should notice, that he just hasn't shown up for an objective, but we haven't really done any fights, so...
Maybe he's just hiding in a bush somewhere.
Exactly, maybe he's just collecting vision, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Sion, getting a little frisky, probably waiting for some action to happen, walks into the enemy base and starts scrapping. Our bot laner gets dived, I knock up the Xin Zhao so he doesn't die. Little kill over to Lucian, and I go over to help Sion, who is, for some reason, 2v1 him despite being a tank. And, yeah, nothing else to say. I mean, they're simply being outclassed by the enormous wealth gap that we have developed during this game. And we look to end after breaking an inhibitor. Zahen tanks the tower. Sion tanks... Nope, I tank that tower. I immediately swap off that because I don't want to take any more damage, and make Sion take the tower, and he almost dies. Our jungler humbly emoting in front of the enemy fountain. I don't condone those actions, but, you know, fair enough. And this seems to be a last stand from Xin Zhao. He goes in on me. Doesn't kill me because of that bronze shield being so damage negatable. Zahen going in, flashes misses the W, kills her anyways, because that champion is disgusting.
I am just walking around with 1 HP, getting hit by the enemy lane and doesn't
matter.
Now he goes
our jungler kills himself under fountain because we've already won at this point.
Yeah, and Cyan intentionally kills himself so he can push power faster, probably.
No, it does reduce damage.
Dang it.
We unload a Lucian ult straight into the AFK Alistar. He takes no damage because he's AFK. I am dying to minion wave because my team refuses to hit the inhibitor, and we win at 22-22.
GG, and maybe I should join the next match so we can nerf our team a little bit.
Well, the next match is finals, Marco, and that's in an hour and a half. So maybe wait until next season.
I can go inside and just feed in the mid lane real quick.
No.
It'll be fun though.
It might be fun. Okay, I have no notes. That was our League of Legends game. Thank you for watching. Anyone have anything to say? Any thoughts, Marco, about how that worked? Okay, that's how we're gonna do it.
Let's go.